Change the concept of yourself to manifest massive realities. What you resist persists. It's all about to change the concept of yourself and to realize all those were limited beliefs that you keep recreating. But where all those things come from? And if it's actually possible that all that is coming from a far away place, and this is why we cannot not understand why we are repeating the same situation over and over. It doesn't matter where is the area in your life that you want to work on, because this is the very same thing for anything you want to manifest. Either it's money, prosperity, success, love, relationships, family, whatever you are working on. And at least for me, I like to go a little bit deeper, not just to see what is already manifested in the 3D. And I want to explain to you where this comes from and what can you do to actually change even more. And if you are here, please give me a like to this video so more people can find my work and start to change massive realities. Share this video with a friend that is struggling. So in this way, you are helping them to become more, and you are actually getting the light from helping others. And subscribe if you want to know more about this type of wisdom. My name is Nancy. I am a mindset coach, and my passion is to help people to transform their lives by destroying and releasing their problems in the seed level, in the metaphysical plane, so that problem doesn't come back again. And in this channel, I like to talk about manifestation, law of attraction, healing in all levels, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and the metaphysical level, past life, reincarnation, karma, the soul's journey to the illumination or awakening of the consciousness, if that's what you want, the different dimensions you can connect to achieve that. Sorry guys, the lighting failed. So if not, just to join me here and the sharing of this wisdom, entertain yourself a little bit with me. I'm always happy to have you here. What happened when we hear all those videos, you change the concept of yourself, and it's just a limited belief, it's a thought that you keep thinking and recreating and giving it life. Okay, if it was that easy just to click a button and change absolutely everything, everybody will be a freaking master. Like, this is something that people don't tell you, that is not easy, because you are actually in your brain wired to behave in certain way. But why this happen? Actually, to wire your brain in certain way, you need to be for a long time repeating the same thing over and over. But where all those thoughts come from? Actually, that's something the Kabbalists respond. Nothing is create or destroy, it's just transform. And I shared here before the laws of reincarnation. If we break any law in this our harmony, we sooner or later have to balance things out. Why we break things and the universal laws? Why we go against that? If we know we are going to pay this in a horrible way, we have free will to do whatever we want. And if we do something at an unconscious level, we have to pay it. Well, not pay it, I don't like that word, but balance things out. And when we do it, sometimes we do it from an unconscious level, not really intentionally, because remember, it's very different your actions from your ego, your human body, than their actions from your higher self or the heart. So where all these things come from? From another past life. The recycling of thoughts, Kabbalists explain, are waiting for you when somebody dies. That accumulation of energy, vibration, and frequency, of course the body, is not anymore there, but is waiting for that person to reborn again, to do it again, and to try it again to balance things out. And this time, sometimes Universe is going to throw you things in a more horrible way in order for you to wake up. This is why people have I have the wake up call, and sometimes 99% of the times those things come in a very horrible way, in horrible situations. I shared the example of a client of mine that he was born in a domestic violence environment, and then he was repeating the same with the next relationships he was having. After he turned 29, he was like, oh, it's time for me to get married. But every single time, for this, he was a relationship phobic. I don't want to repeat that. Relationships abroad. But then when he turned 30, he wanted to become that man of a family. And he was repeating the same over and over. Even the relationships started well, sooner or later, the relationships just turned out to be the same that he experienced when he was as a kid. What we find out, really digging in his energy and his all what he is in this physical dimension and spiritual dimension, in a past life, he was the abusive person. He was doing the same to other people. So unfortunately, the only way sometimes people have to learn is when they are receiving or experiencing the same pain. In this case, our parents, most of the time, because we choose our parents, and I know this is something nobody wants to hear because we're still a little bit in the victim consciousness, we choose our parents to play out more or less the roadmap of what we had going on in another past life. How come somebody has a beautiful environment and somebody don't? It's not a punishment, it's not that these people deserve that, but it's just the universe is trying to help that person to balance this out. So this is going to happen in every single different things people are working. Some people was born in a lot of poverty. Maybe they have a nice family, but they have a lot of lack. Why the lack is coming from another past life, and it's giving you another chance. The fastest way to balance all that is to realize you are one with God, you are one with Source, you are one with the universe, and everything is perfection. And the moment we switch to make a physical dimension most important than the connection with our source is when we start to fall out of grace and we start to give more power to the physical dimension. We start to choose more to do things that are not going to benefit us. So what happened? You are recreating the same over and over and over and over. Sadly, some level we create that because we are creating this reality. So the very first step is to really take responsibility of what we create. Oh, my partners, the girls or the boys I'm dating, they are all at the end all the time repeating the same thing I hate. Don't resist that, because some moment in a lifetime we create that by giving an attention to something else that was not our source. So we have to first take responsibility. And when I say this, guys, I see this happening. Like for me, I don't like to I'm not just happy to see what the things they are. I want to know to the deepest level of the first cause that sometimes happened many lifetimes ago. I'm going to give you an example to more or less see what happened when we don't take responsibility. Go and search the racist lawyer. It was an attorney from New York City that one day all consciousness got together and made this person responsible for his actions. He was someone who always wanted to hurt others and want to get away from the bad things he did. And the universe gave him a lot of chances to change his ways one thing after another, one thing after another, until the entire consciousness, the collective consciousness, got together and like highlight all his actions and expose him to the entire world. Hard way to learn things, but this is how the universe works. So what happened? You don't have to go that far, and you don't have to wait until you have to face a horrible situation, even with the police. What happened when we are experiencing something we don't like, when we are repeating same things over and over with relationships, with money, with success, with health? We need to really see the person in front of us, the situation in front of us is just a reflection of what is going on inside ourselves. And instead of condemning, instead of attacking that situation, that person, take responsibility and say, oh wow, I acknowledge I have part on this, but where and when I create that situation, and help me to transform this into light. I take full responsibility and I want to transform, and if I did, I hurt others in a way that it was not my intention, I ask for the law of forgiveness and send them love to all of them. I know sometimes it's hard because that person hurt you. I know sometimes it's hard because the situation is very unfair. But you have to make an effort to send love and say thank you for coming here to show me and help me how to transform and overcome this situation, so I can become the higher version of myself, because I'm resisting this situation and this is why it's coming back to my life. And if I keep resisting this, I will be lost in the loop of reincarnation for who knows how many lifetimes more. So don't wait until situations go worse. Usually the consciousness start to throw you hints, having challenges with people, because this is what happened. The only way that we have to know what we have going on inside of our consciousness is to know the feedback from the people we interact with. The situations and the lifestyle we have is a reflection of all what we have going on in our lives. Remember, this is not to punish yourself, this is not to treat you bad. Now send compassion to yourself, now send love to yourself and say, forgive me because I didn't know how to do it better. Now I have the tools. Now I know this may come from another point in my lifetime, in a past lifetime, where I didn't have a higher consciousness like I have now. But now I want to take full responsibility. And I want to be different. I want to create different. I want to transform all this darkness into light. When you do that, everything drops. All that junk vibration for probably thousands of lifetimes will drop in front of you, and little by little start to transform. And you have to be ready with the new beliefs you want to manifest in your life. Be ready what is the lifetime you want to have, but ask your heart. Don't ask the social media, don't ask to a celebrity that you see in TV, because that is also 3D creation. Ask to your heart, guide me, show me what is the maximum and beautiful expression of my soul. What is the mission I have in life? And help me, guide me to get that done, so I can be an example for the entire creation. I hope this gives you a little knowledge of why and how and when those things were created, how to change it, and how to transform by being the maximum beautiful expression. Because remember, the reality is you and Source, God, the universe, or whatever you want to call it. You and the Source are one that is already perfect. So just keep them in your mind the perfection of that beautiful self that can only express love. And anything that comes to your life, embrace them with love and say, this is a big opportunity for me to change and be even more. Time for the practice. I wish you a day full of miracles. I will see you next time. Bye.